on the crossbar.
Have you been a naughty boy again?
I have been, yeah. Did an interview yesterday and they didn't like it. Didn't even go live. That was the annoying thing. I just uploaded it and they said, sorry, can't have it. You've been struck off. But I have another channel and rumours will get round where that is and you'll be able to see all my nonsense. Anyway, it's not about me. It's about you, Matt. We we've met on a few occasions.
We have met on a few occasions.
Thank you very much. If you could do the interpretation, that would be absolutely brilliant. We were in Southampton live on stage. We were
In London.
In London, live on stage. Yeah, it was nice. And now here we are at this wonderful place. Is it Gaunt House?
Yes.
Yes. And if I don't eat soon, I'll be feeling gaunt. Anyway, so Matt.
Yes.
Where should we go with our conversation today?
Where do you want to start? It's a mad world, isn't it?
It is a mad world. I know you've got your story of how you started to wake up. Shall we start a little bit there just to get us in the mood?
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of, I've always been a little bit suspicious of people in authority from a very young. So I know, yeah, and I think that's, when I've been looking back at the last 4 years, we're trying to work out what it is that kind of we've all got to be able to see through the bullshit. And I think it is. I think a lot of it has been that willingness to question authority. You know, don't just take people's word for it just because they're wearing a white coat. That's definitely what I learned down the years. So, but obviously during my adult life, I was very trying to fulfil my dreams of becoming a professional footballer. Wanted to play for my country. And so I did that for 17 years. I retired from football at the age of 33. I went straight into the punditry side of things. And again, really enjoyed that. It was great fun. You know, I had a nice life. I wasn't working that often, but I was, able to pay all the bills and play lots of golf, which is a nice work-life balance, which is something that's been really important to me down the years, which is one of the reasons why I never went into football management. Being a football manager is a proper, 24 hours a day job.
Who wants that?
Yeah, and I've never had a full-time job in my life, and I didn't intend to start then. So, so I was doing my punditry stuff, and life was going great. I remarried 16 years ago. We've got a 15-year-old little girl, and then in early 2020, the whole world changed for me. I started to see things that I didn't like happening on the world stage. Norman Collier going on there. For those of you old enough to remember.
Just waking you up there with a little bit. Nice.
Yes. So yeah, I started in February 2020. Started seeing this stuff on the news about this novel virus that was making people fall over in the streets in China. Incredibly falling over, but managing to break their fall with their hands before they really hurt themselves. So I'm like, well, that's bullshit for a start. And then the whole world went mad and started thinking that these videos were actually real. And so I was like, well, something's not right here. And obviously the football season got curtailed, so my job stopped. I mean, I had to get paid still, but didn't have any work to do, so I had a lot of time on my hands. And that's where it all went wrong, really. I started looking for things down the rabbit. I went down a few rabbit holes. Yeah. I started, I think, I've heard a lot of stories down the years, and whenever I'd seen him on the telly, I always felt like, your gut instinct. This is a big thing with obviously, I do like to listen to my gut, and every time I saw Bill Gates on the telly, I thought, wrong one. Yeah. There's something not right about that fella. And loads of people had said things to me about him, and I hadn't really bothered too much. And then I saw what was going on, and I was like, right, I've got a bit of time on my hands. Let's go and have a look. So I went into his website on his foundation, started having a look through all the people that he donated his money to, where his money was going.
He's very philanthropic.
Well, isn't he just? Very generous man. I mean, hundreds of millions of pounds, media organisations. Why would he want to do that? I mean, talk about being so blatant and obvious. Clearly buying publicity, decent publicity, and then all the institutions that were involved in the COVID nonsense, all of them he was donating large amounts of money to as well. So Johns Hopkins